Have you ever wondered why so many men struggle to live much longer once they pass 70? It is a sobering question and one that deserves honest attention. While women often outlive men by several years, the reasons are not only about biology, they are also tied to lifestyle, habits and choices that men carry with them through the decades. In this video, we are going to uncover 5 real reasons why most older men cannot live long after 70. These are truths that many people prefer not to talk about, but they reveal exactly why men face such high risks as they age. By understanding these reasons, you can take action to protect yourself or the men you care about, and maybe even add years of vitality to your life. Stay tuned until the end, because what you discover here may not only explain why so many men's lives are cut short, but also give you practical wisdom to change the story for yourself. Now let us get started. Number 1. Heart disease becomes the silent killer. One of the most significant reasons older men struggle to live long after 70 is the growing threat of heart disease. Throughout their lives, many men adopt habits that quietly damage their cardiovascular health. Poor diet, lack of exercise, smoking, or high stress. These habits may not show serious effects in their 40s or 50s, but by the time they reach their 70s, the heart has carried decades of strain. Psychologically, many men underestimate this risk because they feel strong on the outside. A man may tell himself that climbing the stairs without getting winded means he is healthy, but the truth is that arteries can still be narrowing and the heart can still be weakening without obvious symptoms. This false sense of security often delays medical checkups, which could have detected problems early. Consider the story of Frank, a 78-year-old who believed his active years working construction had made him tough enough to avoid health problems. He ignored chest discomfort for months until one day he collapsed while mowing the lawn. Doctors later revealed that his arteries had been severely blocked for years. Frank survived, but his recovery was long and difficult, and he admitted that regular checkups could have saved him from the ordeal. Heart disease is not only about genetics, it is also about choices. Men who rely heavily on processed foods, who carry extra weight around their waist, or who never build exercise into their routine, are stacking the odds against themselves. Stress also plays a powerful role. Years of pressure to provide for the family, succeed in work, or hide emotions often translate into elevated blood pressure, which further damages the heart. The harsh truth is that after 70, the body no longer forgives the way it once did. What you got away with in midlife now becomes a direct threat. Yet there is hope. Men who adopt even small changes, brisk walking, balanced meals, or regular screenings, can dramatically improve their odds. Resentment toward the past will not help, but commitment to new habits can protect the years ahead. Number 2. Ignoring mental health takes a heavy toll. Another powerful reason many older men struggle to live long after 70 is the neglect of mental health. For generations, men were taught to tough it out, to keep their feelings hidden, and to push forward no matter the cost. While this attitude might seem like strength in younger years, it becomes a heavy burden with age. Depression, anxiety, and loneliness are far more common in older men than most people realize, and they have a direct impact on physical health, duct, and longevity. Psychologically, unspoken struggles often show up in subtle ways. A man may withdraw from family gatherings, spend long hours isolated in front of the television, or lose interest in hobbies he once enjoyed. These patterns are more than just personality shifts. They are signals of declining mental health. Left unrest, they weaken the immune system, increase the risk of heart disease, and raise the likelihood of premature death. Take the example of George, a 75-year-old widower who slowly stopped meeting his friends for coffee after his wife passed away. His children noticed he seemed quieter, but assumed he was simply aging. In truth, George was battling deep loneliness and mild depression. Without support, his health began to deteriorate. Only when his daughter encouraged him to join a local men's group did he start to recover, both emotionally and physically. The harsh reality is that loneliness can be as damaging as smoking or obesity, yet many men refuse to acknowledge it, believing that talking about emotions makes them weak. The silence becomes deadly. Emotional isolation raises stress hormones, disrupts sleep, and accelerates the body's decline. The hope lies in breaking that silence. Men who learn to open up to a trusted friend, a family member, or even a counselor can lighten the mental load that has built up over decades. Staying socially engaged, pursuing hobbies, or volunteering in the community can rekindle a sense of purpose. A healthy mind feeds a healthy body, and addressing mental health is one of the most powerful ways to extend life after 70. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, poor lifestyle habits catch up. One of the clearest reasons older men often do not live long after 70 is that decades of poor lifestyle habits finally take their toll. Many men grow accustomed to choices that feel harmless in the moment: heavy drinking, smoking, skipping exercise, or eating diets filled with salt, sugar, and processed foods. For years, the body fights back, compensating for the damage, but by the time men reach their 70s, the body's resilience is greatly diminished, and the impact of these choices becomes painfully clear. Psychologically, habits form early and often feel impossible to change. Later in life, a man who has smoked since his 20s might believe it is too late to quit in his 70s. A man who has always enjoyed rich foods may convince himself that change would not make a difference. This mindset is dangerous because the reality is that even late changes can extend life and improve its quality. Yet many men cling to old routines, even when those routines are quietly destroying their health. Take the story of Samuel, age 73, who had lived on a steady diet of fried food and sweetened drinks. For decades he felt fine and saw no reason to change. But once he passed 70, his energy dropped, his blood pressure skyrocketed, and his joints ached constantly. Doctors warned him that unless he changed his habits, his chances of reaching 80 were slim. When Samuel finally switched to lighter meals and daily walks, his health began to improve, proving that even late adjustments can matter. The truth is that the human body records every choice we make. For men, the years of pushing limits, working long hours, skipping rest, neglecting vegetables, and relying on quick fixes eventually create a fragile foundation. Diseases like diabetes, cancer, and respiratory illness become more common not simply because of age, but because of years of habits that were left unchecked. The encouraging side of this truth is that habits are not fixed forever. Men who learn to eat balanced meals, cut back on harmful substances, and stay physically active, even in small ways, can add not just years but vitality to their lives. Walking, stretching, or swapping heavy dinners for lighter ones may seem simple, but they are acts of survival. The body rewards every positive choice, no matter how late it begins. Number 4, refusing regular medical care. Another reason many men do not live long past 70 is the refusal to seek regular medical care. For decades, men have been conditioned to avoid doctors unless absolutely necessary. They often pride themselves on toughing it out, dismissing pain or discomfort as something that will simply pass, but this habit of avoidance allows silent killers like high blood pressure, diabetes, and cancer to progress unchecked until it is too late. Psychologically, many men associate doctor visits with weakness. They fear being told bad news or dislike the feeling of being vulnerable. This resistance may have felt manageable in younger years when the body could recover from strain more quickly. But by 70, even small health issues can spiral into life-threatening conditions if ignored. The mindset of "I am fine" becomes one of the most dangerous lies older men tell themselves. Consider the case of Richard, 79, who dismissed ongoing stomach pain for over a year. He feared the diagnosis and told himself it was only indigestion. By the time he finally went to see a doctor, the cancer had already spread too far to treat effectively. Richard's story reflects a tragic truth. Problems caught early can often be managed, but problems ignored often become fatal. This truth extends beyond emergencies. Preventive care, screenings, blood work, and checkups are designed to catch warning signs before they become crises. Men who skip these appointments miss the chance to make small, manageable changes that could add years to their lives. The harsh reality is that neglecting medical care is not an act of strength, but an act of risk. Husbands, fathers, and grandfathers who avoid doctors may believe they are protecting their pride, but they are often shortening their time with the people they love. A single doctor visit can reveal life-saving information. The good news is that it is never too late to change this habit. Men who commit to regular checkups, who listen to their bodies, and who act quickly when symptoms arise give themselves the best chance at longevity. Seeking care is not weakness, it is wisdom. Resentment may grow from ignoring health, but love for family is expressed by protecting one's life. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 5. Losing purpose and social connection. The final reason many men struggle to live long after 70 is the loss of purpose and social connection. Retirement, the passing of friends, or reduced involvement in the community can leave men feeling adrift. Without meaningful activity or relationships, life begins to feel empty. This emptiness has real consequences, not only emotionally, but physically. As studies consistently show, isolation shortens lifespan. Psychologically, men often tie their identity to their careers or roles as providers. Once those roles fade, they may not know how to redefine themselves. A man who once felt strong and useful may now feel irrelevant. And this sense of lost purpose can lead to depression, unhealthy habits, or even a quiet surrender to decline. Women tend to maintain social networks into old age, but many men allow theirs to shrink, which deepens the cycle of loneliness. Take the story of Leonard, a 74-year-old who retired after 4 decades of loyal work. At first he enjoyed sleeping in and watching television, but within a year he admitted he felt like a shadow of his former self. Without colleagues to talk to or projects to complete, his health began to falter. Only when he joined a local community garden did he rediscover a sense of usefulness, and his energy returned. This truth reveals that survival is not only about the body, it is about the spirit. Men who lose interest in the world around them often decline faster, while those who stay engaged in hobbies, family life, or volunteer work often thrive. Social connection strengthens the mind, reduces stress, and even boosts the immune system. The encouraging message is that purpose can always be found, whether it is mentoring a younger person, sharing skills, volunteering, or simply being present with family. These acts restore meaning to life. Men who stay socially connected and who choose to remain useful to others often not only live longer but also live better. Longevity is not about clinging to the past, it is about embracing new reasons to keep moving forward, even in the later chapters of life. Final reflections. As we reach the conclusion of this discussion, take a moment to pause and reflect deeply on the 5 core reasons why so many men struggle to live long and healthy lives beyond the age of 70. Was it the quiet, persistent danger of heart disease, often called the silent killer? Was it the overlooked and underestimated impact of mental health struggles, the heavy burden of poor lifestyle habits accumulated over decades, the refusal to seek regular medical care, or the loss of purpose and meaningful social connections that resonated most with you? Each of these factors is not merely an inevitable part of aging. Instead, they represent choices, patterns, and awareness, or the lack thereof, that directly shape the trajectory of a man's life. Longevity is rarely determined by luck alone, and it is certainly not dictated solely by genetics. Rather, it is the result of small daily decisions, some conscious, some seemingly insignificant, that either strengthen the body and mind or slowly erode them over time. When men ignore their physical health, neglect their emotional well-being, cling to harmful habits, skip routine medical care, or lose sight of their sense of purpose, the body eventually begins to break down. Yet the reverse is also true. Men who actively engage with their health, nurture their minds, adopt better habits, prioritize preventive care, and maintain meaningful connections with others often discover that life after 70 is not merely survivable, it can be vibrant, full of energy, and rich with meaning. These truths are not abstract concepts, they are actionable, practical lessons that anyone can apply at any stage of life. Even if you are already past 70, it is never too late to make adjustments that can profoundly improve your quality of life. Small steps, consistently taken, accumulate into significant benefits. A brisk walk each morning, a balanced meal, a meaningful conversation with a friend, a new hobby that challenges the mind, or a routine medical checkup can all add vital years to your life. Each choice you make is an investment in your future self, an opportunity to reclaim control over your health and your happiness. Think of it this way: life after 70 does not have to be defined by decline. It can be a period of renewed purpose, rediscovery, and even adventure. The key lies in being conscious of the patterns that shape your day-to-day life. Are you taking care of your heart, your mind, and your body? Are you fostering connections that matter? Are you doing the small things that accumulate into lasting vitality? These questions are not rhetorical, they are a challenge to take immediate action. We encourage you to let these insights go beyond mere reflection. Allow them to inspire tangible change. No matter your age, no matter your current health, every step you take toward better habits, deeper connections, and proactive care can have a profound effect. A single choice made today, whether it's scheduling a doctor's visit, picking up a new hobby, reconnecting with a friend, or taking a walk in the fresh air, can ripple forward, creating more life, more energy, and more joy in the years to come. Thank you for taking the time to engage with this video and these ideas. We truly value your presence and your attention. We would love to hear from you. Leave a comment below sharing one insight that struck you, one action you plan to take, or a reflection on how you might apply these lessons in your own life. Your experiences and thoughts are important to us, and reading your comments provides inspiration, motivation, and encouragement to continue creating meaningful content. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing it with others. Your support allows us to continue producing resources that inform, educate, and inspire. Remember, the journey to longevity is not about avoiding age. It is about embracing life with intention, care, and purpose. Every step you take today shapes the quality of your tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to connecting with you again in our next video as we continue exploring ways to live a healthier, fuller, and more meaningful life at every stage.